Good morning, everyone. I would like to start, I'd like to welcome you all for the 5 days FDP on the topic of robotic and artificial intelligence organization by the Mahaguru Institute of Technology in association with Pencilbit. It's my great pleasure for me to introduce our today's speaker. Dr. Ramesh sir is an assistant professor in Department of Mechatronical Engineering, Rajalakshmi Engineering College, Sandalam, Chennai. He has completed his PhD degree in machine learning, artificial intelligence from VIT University, Tamil Nadu, and in 2020. A MTech degree is in embedded science from SRM University, Chennai, in 2011. A BE degree has been National Engineering College, Kovilpatti, Tamil Nadu, in 2008. He has an overall 12 years of teaching experience and research experience in a various university and engineering college around India. Is a lifetime member of IEEE, IAENG, National of Research Engineering and Doctors, and Scientific International Published House. He has published 60 research publications during his career. He has presented more than 25 research papers at the national and international conference. He has attended more than 25 FDP in national level and one international FDP at Asia Pacific University, Malaysia. He has holded 19 patents in various domains, and research citations includes 848 in Scopus with H index 16. And Google Scholar citation is 1025 with H index 16. His current research interest involves in the machine learning, artificial intelligence, computer visions, and IoT. He is an act as a chairperson in IEEE conference and reviewer in the various reputed international journal and editor in the leading book chapter. Welcome you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Hello. I'm
Yes.
audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir, it is audible, sir.
Okay. Can we start the session, ma'am?
Yes, sir, you can start the section, sir.
Yeah, no, screen is shared, ma'am. It's okay?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Can able to see the screen, sir.
Okay. So, can we start, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good afternoon. Good morning to all. And this is myself, Dr. S. Ramesh. Today I'm going to give the presentation on robotic and artificial intelligence. And currently I'm working as assistant professor in Rajalakshmi Engineering College in the Department of Mechatronics Engineering. So, the overall content of the presentation will be like our artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, robotics, and case study. And today we will be giving introduction about this particular topic. And firstly, we will be focusing on what is artificial intelligence. So actually, we know very well in today's world, technology is going very fast, and we are getting in touch with the different new technology day by day. And here we are going to use one of the booming technology of computer science, artificial intelligence, and which is ready to create a new revolution in the world by making intelligent machine. So the artificial is now all around of us. So wherever you go, the artificial intelligence is following us. So mainly in the artificial intelligence, we'll be having two words. The exactly like artificial intelligence. So most of the people they are saying that I'm expecting artificial intelligence, but they don't know what is the exactly what is artificial and what is intelligent. So like where the artificial mean man-made and intelligent defined like thinking power. Hence, AI mean a man-made thinking power. So what is the meaning of AI here? The exact definition is AI mean man-made thinking power. So next coming to and why artificial intelligence. So like before learning about AI, we should know that what is the importance of AI and why should we learn it. So these are follow the points to consider in AI. With the help of AI, you can create a software or devices which can solve real-time problem very easily and with accuracy such as health issue, marketing, and traffic issue. So in the application point of view, wherever you go, like health or like in share market, they are following the AI concepts only. And with the help of AI, you can create your personal visualizations, just Cortana, Google Assistant, Siri, etc. We know very familiar with that. Right now, most of that you can go for like Google Assistant. They are helping with artificial intelligence only. And with the help of AI, you can build such robot which can work in an environment where survival of human can be at risk. So in the industrial 4.4, they are using this concept. And AI open a path for other new technology, new devices, and then new opportunities. And then in 2020, we can able to predict that most of that industries are like a real industry, they are going to use the AI concepts only. Even in software company also, right now they are using the AI concepts and history of AI. And the main important point that, and some people are thinking that the AI assessment right now it is developed, not like that. So the AI is one of the the world technology that we could not imagine. So that is the point we have mentioned here. So the artificial intelligence is not a new word and not a new technology for researchers. This technology is much older than you can imagine. Okay, so like most of the people they are thinking right now it is developed, and this is the history of the extra artificial intelligence. So in 1943, the evolution of artificial neuron developed, and in 1950, the Turing machine, and then in 1956, a birth of AI by Earthmoon Conference, and in 1966, the first chatbot Elisa, and then in 1972, the first intelligent robot, and then from period of 1974 to 98, development of first AI winner, and then 1980, it is an expert system, and they followed. These are some of the images we have given down also. In 1987 to 1993, a second AI winner, and 1977, the IBM has developed a Deep Bloom, first computer to defeat a world chess champion, and 2020, AI in home robot, and 2011, IBM Watson wins a quiz show, and 2012, again a Google Now, and 2014, a chatbot has been created, and 2015, Amazon Echo. And then most of the people they are thinking the AI is right now developing, and it was the old, very old technology. And right now, due to some technology development, it is getting booming. And coming to type of type of AI, and going from the type of AI, there will be two type of AI will be available, type 1 and type 2. And the first we are going to see about the type 1. So in the type 1, you will be having a three subtype like narrow AI, general AI, and then strong AI. And type 2 will be having a for like reactive machine, limited memory, theory of mind, and self-awareness. And first we will be going the first AI based on capability. We are going to divide into three types like weak AI, general AI, and super AI. And right now in most of the researchers they are developing on super AI. That is nothing called as a general AI, generate AI. Okay. So the first we are going to see about the weak AI or narrow AI. So narrow AI is a type of AI which is able to perform a dedicated task with the intelligence. So the most common currently available AI is narrow AI in the world of artificial intelligence. And coming to general AI, the general AI is a type of intelligence which could perform any industrial task with the efficiency like a human. And coming to next, we are going for super AI. So the super AI is a level of intelligence system at which machine could surpass a human intelligence and can perform any tasks better than human with the cognitive property. It is the outcome of general AI. And right now, the most of the people they are developing on super AI only. That is something with generative AI. And coming to the next type is artificial type 2 based on functionality. So we are having two type of automation. The first is type 1 is based on capabilities here, and the based of capability they are dividing as weak AI, general AI, and super AI. And the next we are going to based on functionality. So in the based on functionality, we are going into 3-4 subject like reactive machine, limited power, theory of mind, and self-awareness. So coming to reactive machine. So what is the exact meaning of reactive machine? So purely reactive machine, that are the most basic type of AI. One of the most basic type of AI is a reactive machine. Such AI system do not store memory or past experience for future action. That is the exact thing is we cannot able to store some memory and you cannot able to recollect for the past experience. We cannot able to go for this. And the next to go for limited memory. So the limited memory machine can store past experience or some data for a short period of time. So the limited is nothing but you can go for store some data and it can be used for some short period of time. So this machine can be used to store data for a limited time period only. So the next is theory of mind and self-awareness. So like the theory of mind is very important. So how the theory of mind will work based like a human emotion it can work. So the exact thing is the theory of mind A should understand the human emotion. So the people believe and be able to interact with the social like human. So this type of AI mission is still not developed, but researchers are making lot of effort and improvement for developing such AI mission. So the next we are going for a self-awareness. So self-awareness AI is a feature of artificial intelligence. This machine will be super intelligent and will have their own consciousness, sentiment, and then self-awareness. So this machine will be softer than smarter than human mind. So exactly coming to the artificial intelligence. So where right now we are. So we are having, so like based on the capability, we will be I inform that weak AI, narrow AI, general AI, and super AI. And then coming here, and we will be there right now here. So like in the narrow AI, we are working on dedicated for one step, one task, and the next we are going for general AI, and next we are going for super AI. And most of that the research they are lying in narrow AI only. And like in like foreign countries, and then some advanced research they are working on super AI. And right now we can able to say we are in narrow AI only. So based on the capability, we are having three type of AI: narrow AI, general AI, and super AI. And then here we are currently we are where now? So we are in the narrow AI that can be dedicated for one task. Okay. So the next general AI is here perform like human, and super AI is intelligent than human. Okay. So right now in future we can able to go for super AI, that is general AI. Okay. So like general AI is like perform like human. So whatever the human is giving the operation is going to perform. Like example, you can go for chatbot. So like next we are going to the machine learning. So how the machine learning is going to interact with the AI? Okay. So like while AI and machine learning are very closely connected, they are not the same. Machine learning is considered a subset of AI. Okay. So like the basic the concept is starting from here only. So the exact thing is most of the people they are having the confusion with what is AI, what is machine learning, what is deep learning, and what is generative AI. Okay. So the first time going for how the machine learning is going to relate with the AI. And before going with that, I can able to say that, yeah, for example, a circle is there. Okay, a four circles will be there, and in the four circle, you can able to assume that the four main concept like AI, machine learning, deep learning, and then generative AI. Okay, so the first you can able to see that what is generative AI. So the generative AI, you can able to say generative AI is a subset of deep learning, and deep learning is a subset of machine learning, and machine learning is subset of AI. Okay, so like the diagram is will be like this only. Here you can able to understand. Okay, so like this is the exact thing. So like generative AI is a subset of deep learning, and deep learning is subset of neural network, and the neural network is subset of machine learning, and machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. So the AI is always under the AI artificial intelligence concept only. The all topic will be getting fall down. Okay, so under the artificial intelligence, the different researchers will be developing their own research area. Okay, and here coming to, so how does the machine learning related to AI? While AI and machine learning are very close related, the point is very important. They are not the same. Okay. So the machine learning is considered subset of AI. An intelligent computer uses AI to think like a human and perform tasks on its own. So the machine learning is how your computer system develop it intelligence. So note this point. An intelligent computer uses AI to think like a human and perform tasks on its own. Okay. When you are going for a machine learning, what is the meaning of machine learning? The machine learning is how your computer system develop it intelligence. Okay. So coming to our exact OA overview. Okay. So in the AI artificial intelligence, so what are topics will be there? So using the artificial intelligence right now, the developing like cognitive computing and AI in ethics and speech recognition and then knowledge differentiation and then planning and scheduling and then NLP. There is nothing but natural language processing and then computer vision, and then expert system, and then robotics, and then automated reasoning, and then fuzzy logic. Okay, and then right now the most industry field they are developing on computer vision, expert system, and then robotics, and then even in NLP also. And coming to machine learning, so then the machine learning will be the very important. So what is the meaning of machine learning? So what are types of machine learning we are going to see here? So in the machine learning, we will be having the three type of learning like supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and then reinforcement learning. Okay, so apart from this they have given some algorithm also like future engineering, ensemble learning, support vector machine, decision tree, dimension notation techniques, and then the classification, regression, clustering. Okay, so before going to the machine learning, that should be we want to know about the overview. So in the machine learning, we want to see that the three type of learning will be like supervised, unsupervised, and then reinforcement learning. And in the like in supervised learning we will be having the classification and then regression. When you are going for unsupervised, we will be having the association and clustering. And then in the reinforcement learning we will not having any type of algorithm. Simply we are based on the reverse, we are going to work on the reinforcement learning. And in the upcoming topic we will be going through the deep concept about what is supervised, unsupervised, and then reinforcement. And coming to the neural network, so one of the main important topic. So in the neural network, the main points to consider is what is in the perceptrons and what is in the CNN and what is in the LSTM. There is long short term memory, and then what is in the generative AI, and then coming to the multi-layer perceptron, and then what is into activation function, and the going to the neural network. The main point has to be considered the neural network, what is into the input layer and what is the hidden layer, and what is into the hidden neuron, and what is the weight, bias, and activation function. The concept was very big. When you are going to the neural network diagram, you can able to understand. In the future topic we will be discussing. And coming to the next topic is a deep learning. The deep learning, I think, it's a subset of neural network. And coming to the generative AI, it's one of the most important right now in developing all over the world. Okay. And coming to what is in by machine learning. Okay. So in real world, we are surrounded by human who can learn everything from their experience with their learning ability, and we have computer or machine which work on instructions. So, but can a machine also learn from experience and pass it like human does? So here the role come of machine learning. So what is the meaning? Means that the human can learn everything from their experience with their own learning capability, and computer or machine which work on our instruction. Okay. So from the diagram you can able to understand. So assume that you will be having the diagram the human and this will be the machine. So like whatever the, for example, how the machine, the human can is going to work it. So I can able to say that I can learn everything automatically from the experience. Can you learn? Can the human can ask it. So what the machine can do? Yes, I can also learn from past data with help of machine learning. So the difference is clear. So how the machine learning is going to interact with the human. So what does the human will say? I can learn everything automatically from experience. So the machine can also learn everything past data with the help of machine learning. So how does machine learning work? A machine learning system build a prediction model, learn from previous data, and predict the output of new data whenever it's received. So the amount of data help to build a better model that accurately predict the output, which in turn affects the accuracy of the predicted output. So let us say we have a complex problem in which we need to make prediction. Instead of writing code, we just need to feed the data to genetic algorithm, which build the logic based on the data and predict the output. Our perspective on the issue has changed a result of machine learning. So the machine learning algorithm operates in the following block diagram. So here is the example data I will explain. So how does the machine learning will be? So you will be having a 3 block diagram you can able to view, like machine learning algorithm and building logic blocks and then output. Okay. So the first you will be having the trained data, the input past data you are going to give the machine learning algorithm. So in the machine learning algorithm, they learn from data, and then whenever they are going to give the new data, it can able to predict. Okay. So this is the 3 basic block diagram of machine learning. So the machine learning algorithm, building logic block, logic model, and then output. And coming to feature of machine learning. So the machine learning uses data to detect various patterns in a given data set. It can learn from past data and improve automatically. And the most important is the data-driven technology. So the machine learning is much similar to data mining. It is also deal with a huge amount of the data. So this is the main fundamental. The machine learning is much similar to data mining, and it is also deal with a huge amount of data. So the need of machine learning, so rapid increment in the production of data, and it can be used to solve the complex problem which are difficult for a human, and then decision making in various sectors, including finance, and finding hidden pattern and extracting useful information from the data. So okay, and coming to the classification of machine learning. So when coming to classification of machine learning, so this will be 3 important types. So the first is supervised learning, and the second will be the unsupervised learning. So the third will be the reinforcement learning. Okay. So coming to supervised learning. So what is in the supervised learning? So in supervised learning, with the simple label data are provided by the machine learning system for writing, and the system that predict the output based on the training data. So in the supervised learning, you'll be having the 2 type, like classification as well as the regression. So in the supervised learning, there is nothing but using the label data you are going to use. When you are going for the unsupervised learning, so the data has not been labeled. So what is the meaning of labeled data, unlabeled data? So that is the main point here we are going to discuss. Okay. So the labeled data is nothing but, for example, you are going to give the image, that the image will be noted with the label. For example, you are having some animal image, you go for like a cat or dog image. So the image will be labeled with some cat or dog name. So this is the label. When you are going to give the unlabeled data, that's nothing but the image will not be having any names will be there. So that is the difference between labeled data and then unlabeled data. And coming to the supervised learning. So in the supervised learning, already we discussed about, you'll be having a 2 type, like classification as well as the and regression. So in the supervised learning, you will be when there are a lot of machine learning algorithms are there, like a support vector machine will be there, and then decision tree, and then random forest, and then KNN, sorry, and then Navis based classifier. So like lot of algorithms are there. When going for regression, the linear regression, logistic regression. So like so many algorithms are there. And going for the unsupervised learning, so the unsupervised learning is a learning method in which machine learning without any supervision. Okay, so the learning is provided to the machine with a set of data that has been labeled or classified or categorized, and the algorithm need to act on the data without any supervision. So the goal of unsupervised learning is to restructure the input data into new feature for a group of objects with a similar pattern. So the exam, like two types will be clustering and association. So in the clustering also you can go for a k-mean clustering, and then like a clustering around centroid, and then passing of clustering. So many types are there. And you are going for the association in this unsupervised. It is one of the important algorithm. It is used in some real-time stack market, or like a supermarket right now they are using. You can go for FE growth or a priori algorithm association. Okay, so based on the like a prediction, we can able to go through it. Okay, so the main important thing is in the machine learning algorithm, supervised and unsupervised will be very important. Okay, so in the reinforcement learning is nothing but, so the reinforcement learning is a feedback-based learning method in which a learning agent get a reward for right action and get a penalty for each wrong action. So the agent learn automatically with this feedback and improve performance. In reinforcement learning, the agent interact with the environment and explore it. So the goal of an agent is to get a most reward point, and hence it improve performance. So the best example you can go for robotic dog. Yeah, robotic dog which automatically learn the momentum is of, and is example of reinforcement learning. So the exact for easy understanding, I am saying the like example in my own way. What is in the supervised and unsupervised, and then reinforcement. So for a supervised learning, suppose your teacher and student will be in the class. Okay. Yeah, the student also will be there, and the students will be there. And whatever the student or professor teaching in the class, the student is going to follow. And this is the exact example of supervised learning. Okay. Yeah. And what is the meaning of unsupervised learning? The same example, like suppose a professor and the student will be in the class, and the student, the professor will not teach anything, and the student will not also follow the professor, and the student can able to learn from their own experience, like can go for library or then some digital material they can refer. And this is the example of unsupervised learning. And going for a reinforcement learning, for example, you can say that whenever you are going to violate a traffic reward, you are going to get the reward for that, and based on the mistake you can able to work on the reinforcement learning. Okay, and then coming to the algorithms of like different algorithms of supervised and unsupervised, already we discussed with the having so many algorithms there. And then coming to the like unsupervised, what is in by clustering and association? The clustering I already mentioned that it is used in some supermarket example, like used for FP growth and association rule, and the different algorithm we will be discussing later. And coming to the history of machine learning, so before some year, the machine learning was science fiction, but today the past art of a daily life. Okay, so machine learning is making a day-to-day life easily from self-driving car to Amazon virtual assistant Alexa. However, the idea began machine learning is so old and has a long history. Below some milestone are given which are occur in the history of machine learning. So already we have seen the history of AI, and right now we are going to see the history of machine learning. Okay, like and the history of machine learning, the first 1940 to 19 in the mid of 1965 the artificial intelligence developed. So after that they are going to extract from the artificial intelligence, they are developing a machine learning from 1972 exactly up to 2000. So after that, right now they are developed started developing in deep learning. And right now what next they are developing, that is exact generative AI. So I didn't mention here. Okay. So right now generative is getting developing wherever you go. Okay. So already the artificial is developed, and still the research was going in. And the next is machine learning, and the next is deep learning. And right now the most of the research is based on generative AI. Okay. Exactly, you can say from 2020 is developed like generative AI. Not exactly, but I'm saying this. And coming to the machine learning life cycle, so how the machine learning will be working. So this is the main important one. Like we are having a hand-like structure. What is like why we are going for the like this structure? So the hand will be very close to tight with one another like that. So okay, so one is related to other one. Okay, so like the first is gathering of data, and the next is data preparation, and the next is data wrangling, and then analyze data, and then train model, test model, and then deployment. Now these are very important. So how you are going to get the data, getting the gather, you have to see how to gather data, and then go for data preparation, and then data wrangling, and then analyze data. This the analyze the data is very important, and then train model, and then deployment. Finally, you are going for the deployment, and this is the exact overview of the machine learning life cycle. And the next is for going for simulation point of view, working with the A and ML or deep learning. So how you are going to installing with Anaconda beta given the information. So to run machine learning, we will be using the Python programming language in this tutorial. So in order to the Python for machine learning, we need to install in the computer system with the compile ID integrated development environment. So in just for information given here, okay. So like how you are going to install the Python. So using the Anaconda, you can able to install the Python. And after installing the Anaconda, you can able to see the several version like Jupyter will be there, and then Spider will be there, and then R will be there. So many environment will be there. Which one you, if which one you need, you can able to work on that. Okay. So most probably I will be working on the Spider. Okay. So apart from Spider, you will be having the Jupyter notebook, and then R and also there. And there is a not a big difference between the R and Spider and then Jupyter. All are same working environment only. Okay. So it will be very easy to work. And coming to the difference between the AI and the machine learning. So the AI and machine learning are a part of computer science that are related to each other. These two technology are the most trending technology which are used for creating intelligent system. Although there are two related technology and sometimes people use them as a synonym for each other, but still no both are different term in various cases. On a broad level, we can differentiate both AI and MLS. AI is a bigger concept of create intelligent machine and then can simulate a human thinking capability and behavior. Wherever the machine learning is an application or subset of AI that allow machine to learn from data without being programs. Okay. So the from the diagram you can able to understand this diagram. That's why I told that. Okay. So under the simply you can say that an AI is an umbrella, and under the umbrella you can go and under the umbrella some of the different techniques, techniques and method has been followed. So this is assume that the AI is like an umbrella, and under the umbrella only we will be able to see the various techniques. And coming to the types of data and data sets, okay. So the machine learning is for machine learning, mainly we need the data, okay. And what are the types of data has to be in data sets? Like numerical data, categorical data, and then ordinal data. So coming to the numerical data, so what is the example of numerical data? Like house price and temperature. These are some of the example of numerical data. And coming to the categorical data, so based on yes or no, or true or false, or like a 0 or 1 or blue or green, based on the color prediction, you can go for like categorical data, okay. And coming to the ordinal data, this data is similar to categorical data but can be measured on the basis of comparison. So this is some of the data in data sets, okay. So like apart from this, like you can go for a structured data will be there, unstructured data is there, and then raw data will be there, okay. So these are some of the data and type of data sets. So the machine learning encompasses different domain, each acquiring a split sort of data set. A few normal sort of data set utilization machine learning include, okay. So some of the data sets. So these are some of the type of data in data sets, and what are the different type of data sets are sorry, they are available. Then like image data set, text data set, video data set will be there. And then these are some of the I'm giving the information about the data set and where you can able to collect those data set. That information also I will be providing. Okay. So based on the data sets, we are going to work with the machine learning. So the first we are going to see about the image data set. So the image dataset contain a assorted of images and are normally utilized in computer vision tasks like image classification, object detection, and then image segmentation. Okay. So which algorithm can be used? That is the main point. Okay. So for example, I'm saying that the image dataset, for example, for image classification, you can use some SVM, support vector machine. Okay. So for object detection, which can be used like object detection, you can go for like neural network. You can go for some image segmentation. You can go for some k-mean clustering. Okay. So for example, I can able to describe some real-time application. So example like image data is CFAT and then this is some of the example of data set. So for you take a image net, okay, and suppose I'm going to explain about what is in the image data set with the image segmentation. So for example, I'm going to use some machine learning algorithm. You take a k-mean clustering algorithm using for a image segmentation. With some real-time example, you can able to save in. For example, you take a leaf image, okay. Go for a real-time data sets. For example, I am going to develop a real-time data set, or you can go for a store data set. The two types will be there. The store data is nothing but you can go for some website in the internet, and then you can to download some data set from Kaggle anything, and you can able to work on the data sets. For example, I go for a real-time data collection. I am going to collect data sets for a leaf image. Leaf in the go for some paddy crop. Okay. So in the paddy crop, there will be a lot of diseases are available, and I want to find out the diseases. Okay. So for example, I am going to in a paddy crop, I am going to have the disease like blast disease. So the blast is nothing but it will be having a small portion of the plant. It will be coming some brown dot will be there, and I want to find the. I am going to give the leaf to the particular algorithm, and it has to find out it will be having a disease for disease or non-disease. Exactly you can say that how the algorithm will segregate a disease person and then non-disease person. So using image segmentation, k-mean clustering, you can able to find out whenever you are going to give the image. So using the k-mean clustering algorithm based on the k value, you can able to segregate the disease has been affected with the the leaf has been affected with the disease or non-disease. Like that you can able to work. Okay. So like this is some of the example for the image data set. And coming next to the text data set. So the text data set comprises textual information like article, book, or virtual entertainment post. These data are utilized in NLP technique, that is natural language processing technique like sentiment analysis, text classification, and machine translation. So some of the examples are like Gutenberg task dataset and IND film review database. So this is also very important. Okay, so the NLP is very important right now. And coming to the time series datasets. So the time series datasets include information focused gathering after some time. So they are generally utilized in determining abnormal location and then pattern examination. So some of the examples are like sensor reading, climate information, and then security exchange information. And coming to the tablet dataset, so this will be the very important. So the tablet datasets are organized information content in table or graphical sheet. They contain lines or address example or test and segment addressing highlighter quality. And tablet data utilized for understanding like a reclass and arrangement. The dataset given before an article in an inclusion for tablet dataset. So you can say it is a .csv file. You can able to call directly to the Python or environment, and you can able to work on that. So the tablet data is nothing but it consists of a series of row and column. And coming to the what is the need of a data set in machine learning? So that is the very important. So completely the pre-hand data set is significant for machine learning project. They have the established a prepare Excel and solid model. So like to address this difficulty, product information, the executability, and then it should handle the calculations. And coming to the next data pre-processing. So this will be the very important. So what is the need of data pre-processing? So coming to the data pre-processing, it is a fundamental step in preparing a data set for machine learning. So it includes changing raw data into a configuration reasonable for model training. So normal pre-processing procedure incorporate data cleaning to eliminate irregular blunder, sanitation to scale data into a particular reach, highlighting scale to gradual highlights to have comparative ranges and taking care of missing quality through assumption evacuation. So during the development of the ML project, the development completely lay on the dataset. In building emulation, dataset can be divided into two types, training dataset and then testing datasets. So what is the meaning of data pre-processing exactly? So how we are going to convert the data based on the machine learning demands or need. That is the exact thing. Okay. For example, you can take a same leaf image I can able to explain. So for example, the leaf image, I'm having the image with the RGB, and I want to have the RGB, I have to convert into the like a grayscale image. So what is the meaning of RGB? That is red, green, blue, and based on this value, you can able to get. So what is what why you are going to have that data pre-processing to remove the unwanted portion from the leaf image, or you can able to change the unwanted color or unwanted noise or filter. Thus, you can able to remove using the data pre-processing technique only. Okay. So the data pre-processing is very important in the machine learning part. So coming next is data, the two type will be the training data set and then test data set. Okay, so this is the like the original data set, and then the mostly the main important thing is in the machine learning will be worked on based on training and testing and with the validation data set. So how they can able to have the, for example, having 100 images and based on the what ratio they are going to split it. Either they have to go for like 80% or 20%, the other 70 to 30 or 60 to 40. This is the exact right now they have in the research like 80-20. There is nothing but 80 going for training and then 20 for testing. And going for training test and validation, you can go for 70-30, like a 70 you can go for a training test, and 10 for like validation, 20 for test. Otherwise you can go for it 70 with the training and 15 with the validation test. Okay. And then for when you're going for a 60-40, a 60 is going for your training test and then 20 for validation, 20 for testing. Okay. And from the diagram, you can able to visit like a training tested training a machine learning algorithm and going for predictive model. And what is the meaning of validation to get the correct result when you're going using the validation data. Okay. So yeah, giving explanation about the training and decision machine learning data set are ordinarily parts in two sections. So the training test and the tested data set. So the training data set utilized to prepare the machine learning model, while the test data utilized to assess the model estimation. This division surveys the model capacity to some of the inconsistent data. It is a fundamental to graduate the data set are representing of the issue, space, and approximately split away from the. So popular source of machine learning datasets. Okay. So these are some of the popular source of machine learning dataset like Kaggle dataset and UC machine learning dataset via AWS, and then Google dataset search engine, and then Microsoft dataset, and then computer vision dataset, and then scikit-learn based datasets. Okay. So these are some of the different datasets for machine learning method. You can able to go and download the datasets. Okay. So the links also we have mentioned here. If you want, you can able to note it. Okay. So for him, you want to work with this machine learning project on the popular data set, you can able to download from here. Okay. For example, I am right now I'm working on like image processing only for me, like image analysis exactly for machine learning. So right now I'll be using the scikit-learn data sets. Okay. So here you can able to get the all the information like image classification or image recognition. I can able to get the scikit-learn. When you are going to work with OpenCV, you can go for a computer vision data sets. For a visual representation, you can able to get the all data sets. Okay. If you want, you can able note it. I will wait here. So these are some of the popular sources of machine learning datasets. Scikit-learn, computer vision, and then Microsoft datasets. So the next we are going to see about the data pre-processing. I already mentioned that it will be very important. Data pre-processing is very important in machine learning. So like the data pre-processing is a process of preparing a raw data and making it suitable for a machine learning model. It is the first and crucial step while creating a machine learning model. While creating a machine learning project, it is not always a case that we can come across clean the format data. And while doing any operation with the data, it is mandatory to clean it and put it format away. So for this way, we use the data pre-processing type. Okay, exactly. Whatever I discussed, it is mentioned here. And why we need data pre-processing? So that will be the main important. Yeah, real world data generally contain noises, missing value, and maybe in an unusable format which cannot be directly used for machine learning model. Exactly. So data pre-processing is a record task for cleaning the data and make it suitable for a machine learning model, which also increases the accuracy and efficiency of a machine learning model. So okay. So already I told that for a, like a leaf image, I can able to give the directly data to the machine learning model. So for a model, you have to extract the like you have to clean the data. So what is the meaning of the cleaning or noise? Mean you have to remove the unwanted noise. You can able to so you can remove the unwanted color, and then you can do the father. There's so many techniques that has to follow. You can use the thresholding method will be there. So many techniques as which has to be followed for these things at all. Okay. So for example, you can go for you have to convert the RGB to grayscale and the RGB to HSV and the RGB to CA color space. So you are going to have the HS in the hue value, saturation value, and then value, key value of the image, saturation value of the image, and value what of the image. And then if you want, you can go for some thresholding method. So many techniques are followed in the data pre-processing. Okay. So based on the which technique you need, you can able to follow that. Okay. And below the some these are some of the steps: getting the data set, and then importing library, and then importing data sets and finding missing data, and then encoding, category data, splitting data set, training and decision, and then finally going for future scaling. And this is like I already mentioned, this is the exact difference between the supervised and the unsupervised. So the supervised nothing but a teacher and student will be there, and the teacher is teaching and the student will be the following. That is the image I have mentioned here. And going for the unsupervised, student will be referring by their own way. So this is unsupervised. So for easy understanding, I given the diagram here, supervised, unsupervised. So coming to the supervised learning example we are given, suppose we have an image of different types of fruit. The task of a supervised learning model to identify the fruits and then classing them accordingly. So to identify the image in supervised learning, we will be giving the input data as well as the output for that. Which means we will train the model of shape, size, color, and taste of each fruit. When the training is completed, we will be test the model by giving the new set of fruit The model will identify the fruit and predict the output using a suitable algorithm. Supervised learning is not close to true artificial intelligence as in this. We first train the model of each data and then only it can predict the correct output. For example, you can say that I'm having the like a different you're giving the three features like shape, size, and color. Okay. The exact for shape, size, and color, we can say that you can go for like apple and then orange and then guava. You can take a three fruit. Okay. So I'm going to train the features of these three fruit based on the size, color, and then shape. Okay. And then I'm keeping in a data set, and I'm going to give the after having some different fruits will be there, and using some training. I'm having using the shape, size, and color, and store the database. When I'm going to give the new data from this black diagram, you can able to identify it. Okay. Previously we mentioned here. Yeah, here only. So the machine learning algorithm, so the input data, assume that here will be having a different fruits will be there, like apple, guava, and then orange will be there. And I'm training the data with the different features with the same size and color and take show in the database. And I'm going to give the new data. The new data I'm giving the guava, it will be identified saying that this is guava fruit based on the feature scaling, based on feature scaling, based on the trained data, you can able to predict the output. Okay, so the new data is nothing but if I'm giving the orange, it has to stay orange. And if in the guava, it is having guava. If you're giving it like apple, it has to apple. If it is not identifying, based on that, you can able to calculate the accuracy. Okay. And coming to the unsupervised, so the unsupervised learning is another machine learning method in which pattern infer them on the unlabeled input data. So the goal of unsupervised learning is to find the structure and pattern from the input data. So the unsupervised learning does not need any supervision instead of to find pattern from the data by its own. So the unsupervised learning is more closer to the true artificial intelligence learn similarly as the child learn daily routine things by itself exactly. And various algorithm in ML. So already we discussed like a supervised and unsupervised. I told that in supervised we'll be having a two type like classification and regression, and you're going for the unsupervised, you'll be having the clustering and aggregation. So here I'll be giving the clear idea about that. Okay. So most of the people are having the big confusion with what is in the supervised and then unsupervised. So we clearly mentioned that yes, so supervised learning is not close to true artificial intelligence. When you're going for the unsupervised learning, it is very true with the AI concepts. Okay. And coming to this supervised, you'll be having the classification and then regression. So in the classification, you can able to go for some popular algorithm like SVM support vector machine, decision tree, Bayesian classification, KN and K nearest claimant. So these are the different machine learning which fall under the classification. So based on the requirement, what type of data you are going to use and what type of machine learning algorithm you are going to work on. So based on that, you have to use that algorithm. And coming to the regression, you can go for linear regression, non-linear regression, and then last year regression. And coming to the unsupervised, you'll be having the two type like clustering and then association. So in the clustering, you can be able to go for one of the proper like aiming clustering, and then centralized based clustering, and then passing around passing of clustering like this. Some types of that. When you are going for the like association, you will be having the FE growth and A priori algorithm. When you are going to study the data mining, the this A priori algorithm will be very important in the DPRD based on the KDD process. Knowledge data discrete process is there in the concept. You can able to learn that. And coming to the deep learning, so this is also one of the subset of like a machine learning. So the deep learning. So the definition of deep learning is that branch of machine learning that is based on the artificial neural network architecture, and ANN use layer to interconnect node called neuron that work together to process and learn from the input data. So it is a fully connected deep neural network. There is a input layer or one or more hidden layer connected one after other. So each neuron receive input from the previous layer neuron or the input layer. So the output of one neuron become the input of other one to the next layer to the network. And the process continue until the final layer produce the output of the network. The exact from this you can able to receive here. Okay. So this is the exact, you don't want to go for the theory part. Therefore, you can go for the like diagram. So the three layer like the input layer, hidden layer, and then output layer. So this is the exact input layer. The input layer will be interconnected to the all the layer of the hidden layer. Okay. Take one input layer, and that one input layer, it is going to connect with the all five hidden layers. Okay. And the same hidden layer is going to interconnect with the another hidden layer. And final all hidden layer is going to connect with the output layer. So this will be the, in the neural network, this hidden layer part will be the very important. Here only the all operations is going to happen. So in the hidden layer, we will be having the neuron, bias updation, weight function, all things, sigmoid function, all will be happening in this hidden layer only. And coming to the deep learning, so the data science will be working on all the basic concepts, of deep learning, machine learning, and then automation. So that's why we are given the diagram like this. The data science is interrelated with the artificial intelligence, machine learning, and then deep learning. And coming to the deep learning. So today, deep learning AI has become one of the most popular and visible area of machine learning due to its success in a variety of applications such as computer vision, NLP, and then reinforcement learning. So the deep learning AI can be used for supervised, unsupervised, as well as the reinforcement learning. It is a variety you have to process these. Okay. So coming to the artificial intelligence, already we have discussed in this diagram. So you don't want to go for artificial intelligence, you can skip that and directly go to types of neural network. Okay. So in the types of neural network, you can able to see like a different types of neural network, like a feed forward neural network, convolution neural network, and then recurrent neural network. So what is in my feed forward neural network? So the feed forward neural network are the simplest type of AI with a linear flow of information through the network. So the FMN have been widely used for tasks such as image classification, speech recognition, and then language processing. So in the image classification, most probably in the FFN they are working feed forward network. And coming to the convolution network. So the convolution network will be the very important layers of when you are going for the neural network. So the going for artificial neural ANN and ANN, here you will be having the input layer, hidden layer, and then output layer. When you are going for the CNN, the exact difference is that they are having the max layer and pooling layer. Based on the max layer and pooling layer, it's going to get work. Okay. So most of the people they are not aware that when you are going for the neural network, they are saying that a CNN or a DNN or RNN or then FFI, like FFN or ANN, they are not having the difference. Okay, the exact difference is what is in the ANN and DNN. You have to find out. So in the ANN and DNN, you can go for like the input layer, hidden layer, and output layer. When you are going for the CNN, you will be having the max layer and the pooling layer. So the CNN are specially for image and video recognition tasks. So the CNN are made to automatically learn features from the images, which make them well suited for tasks such as image classification, object detection, and then image segmentation. Okay. And coming to the recurrent neural network, so these are also a type of neural network that is able to process sequential data as time series and the natural languages. The RNN are able to maintain a internal state that capture information about the previous input, which make them well suited for tasks such as speech recognition, NLP, and then language translation. So okay, so the speech recognition can be like speak recognition, other for image NLP can be used for both it's used to using FNN and then recurrent. When for the image segmentation, it's suitable for the CNN. And coming to the generative AI, this is one of the very important topic. So what is in the generative AI? So the generative AI or general artificial intelligence is a cutting edge technology that has gained significant attention in 2023. Yeah, exactly. So I previously I told that it was in 2020. Sorry for that. So it is a 2020, but in 2020 it is becoming a little bit boom started. And after the corona, you know very well. After the 2023, it is getting weaker. Right now, where we are going for the FTP or the seminar, mostly fall on the generative AI concepts only. And 2020, the generative AI is started implementing, and it encompasses a machine learning system that capable of producing various content form such as text, images, code, or other output, often in response to user prompts. So this article explores the definition, working benefit, and associated with the generative AI. So coming to the next term, generative AI mean a group of approaches to the application of ML and the neural network and big data set with the aim of discover recurrent pattern. From this learned information, it then produces a new and sometimes human-like output. For example, a generative AI model designed for fiction writing can generate a new story comprised of similar features like plot, setting, character, and themes. And how does coming to how does the generative AI getting work? So, however, generative AI utilizes a deep learning method, especially artificial neural network instead of a human brain. This model processes a large dataset to derive common pattern and architecture that's getting smarter as they are fed to more information. With the more content, the generative AI model produces a believable and human-looking output. So, for example, the functioning of generative AI is based on interactive mechanism which implies sophisticated deep learning and neural network algorithm. So the next we are going to how the generative is going to get work. So here we'll be going that okay. So when you're going for the, don't confuse the machine learning concept with the generative AI. And here also you'll be having data collection and training, neural network, deep learning, and generative process, and then read in from user feedback, scaling with the more data, multimodal capability, and then deep deployment. And you're going for here machine learning model, you'll be having like gathering data, data preparation, data modeling, analyze data, train model, test model, and deployment. Okay. So like some of the example of generative model are like chat gpt, you can say. So like most of the student and even faculty also, they're using chat gpt, and most of the colleges right now they are preparing some assignments or question, they are using the chat gpt. So the prominent example of generative AI model includes chat gpt, and this is an AI language model built by open AI that reply to user inquiry and output of natural text. Anybody have worked with the chat gpt? Okay. So apart from like generative AI model, the most farm model example like ChatGPT, DAL 3, Google Bard, and then HitCap Coblet. Okay. And this all are some looming technology. And so most of the people they're using ChatGPT only. So for example, any information you need about the, like if you're going to give some new topic, for example, I'm giving a what is the difference between like a deep learning and machine learning, the ChatGPT is going to give the answer for that. So the ChatGPT is most of the people 90%, you can say that when you are going to 90% of the people, that is the the professors are teacher, they are professors, sorry, the professors are two students are teachers, they are going to assist with the academic background. So some 90% I can able to assure that they are using the chat gpt concepts. Okay. So I don't know about the rural area, but in the city set they are using. So most of the familiar they are going to use the chat gpt. So the chat gpt, this is an AI language model built by open AI that reply to user inquiry and output natural text. So the next DALI is another open AI creation that make a picture or painting depending on the text written down. The next is Google Bard. So the generative AI chatbox of Google compared with the chat GPT. It answers question, generate text based on the prompts given. So then it is HitCup code read develop environment. This is an artificial enabled coding tool providing for hints and code compilation. So the next is Lambda Blue is an open source language model from Meta, or building conversion AI model. Okay, just 1 minute. It, so that sorry for that interruption. So the next types of generative AI model. So the transfer based model, generative adversary network, and then variation autoencoder. So the transfer based model example is ChatGPT and then Google Bard, and the generative adversary network is example is DALI and then Midjourney, and then variation autoencoders. Okay, so the first to go for transfer based model. So they learn how to relate in temporal dimension information like word or sentence using a big data set. So in NLP system, they are good in accommodating the syntax and semantics of the language using the ChatGPT. You can able to use that. And the next you go for GINS. They are composed of two neural network. There is generator and a discriminator operating in tandem, but against one another. First is generator that create a realistic data, and second is a discriminator which asks whether data is real or not. Okay. So this way, a series of adversarial processes yield better and better work in a time. The example is you can go for the best example I can able to say Midjourney. And then VA is two network, namely an encoder and the decoder used VA to convert the production the data. An encoder compresses the raw data into a compressed form. Yeah, this is some similar one. And the decoder reconstructs the compressed information into some similar and different from the first one. So like the best example is that they are widely used in different image generation application. Using for generation image application is using. So the next is type of like another types are like multimodal model, attention based model, and then recurrent neural network. Okay, so these are some of the, apart from this, you'll be having the auto generation model, large language model, and then sports attention model. So different model here used to here. Okay, so the next is multimodal model. So this model are able to manipulate several kind of data at one, including text, picture, and sound. They become capable of producing more integrated and sophisticated result with the capacity. Example is ChatGPT 4 with OpenAI. So the next is attention-based model. The attention mechanism make a model to concentrate on certain segment of input information while generating an output. The process make the model more able to see and fine-grain in the detail of data and computational information. Example is some model transfer model feature attention mechanism. And coming to the RNN, so exactly we can say is a historic languaging model we used here. So they are built to handle sequence input, which is done via a hidden state that take into account data from prerequisite. So they are not frequently levers for generative AI, but were critical in area language models experiences. So another models are like this is some of the models of generative AI. Okay. So right now, which model later on we discuss. Okay. So the like auto generative model, long language model, and then spare attention model. Okay. Even they will be are using the chat GPT. They are having a different type of generative which model can be suited for the different model levels. So auto generative model in auto generative model, successive output are produced taking into account the produce the element this stage, a sequential generation processes support flexible development of dynamic and content content. Okay, so the pixels you can able to use as example. And going for a large language model that is a LLM, you can say it LS simply short as LLM. So we don't want to go for large language model where we get the ChatGPT is example for that. And they like next is pair attention model. The competition overhead is reduced when sparse attention model attend to every element with the input data. So because of the directness, they attend the require aspect only and more recurrent in some operation. Example is several spawn transformer for different type of transformer model. Okay. So coming to the different type of example of generative model, ChatGPT, DALL-E, Google Bot, Kitka Goldbot, and then Lambda. And these are some of the types. Okay. So when you're going for a ChatGPT, you can see types of like transform based model. When you're going for a DALL-E type of generative address network, when you're going for ChatGPT 4 is a multimodal model. Okay. Yeah. So each one is associated with another one. So they're coming to the benefits of generative AI external to industries. Okay, now coming to the main important for that. So what is the benefit when you are going to use the generative AI for industry? Actually, you can be able to say that industry 4.4. So the lower labor costs and then greater operational efficiency, insight into a business process, empowering professional and content creator and idea generation. Okay, so these are some of the main important points has to be content. Apart from this, we are having more points also. And coming to how the lower labor cost. So the automation routine task result in less human hair and therefore reduces the cost of business. Yeah, exactly. Okay, when you are going to use the automation, we need a reduction of manpower. So in that case, so the cost is going to get cut. So you can able to say that. And the next is greater operational efficiency. Though the use of generative BA business can make process efficiently and get rid of error, improving performance in any operational elements. Okay, and coming to insight of business process. So, moreover, this technology allow for the accumulation and examination of huge volume information, which provide useful information from a perspective of improved working efficiency. So, the use of data-based approach enable organization to be more efficient as they are able to find the what to change in order to improve organization effectiveness. Okay. And next is going for generative AI tool provide a benefit for professional and content created, adding in various aspects of their work. Okay. So the next is idea creation. So the main idea creation is nothing but a part of brainstorming and then idea process. Generative AI offer fresh angle and concept that may inspire innovation. And the next is content planning and scheduling, and the next is CEO, search engine optimization, and then marketing, and then audience engagement, research assistant, editing support, and time savings. Okay, so mostly in the industry, what the industry will be focusing on. So the industry will be expecting like lower labor cost they are expecting, and the next is time saving, and the next is market demands, that is market and audience engagement. These three will be the mainly they are focusing, and we are giving the benefits of all generative benefits generative AI. And the next we are going to see about the content planning and scheduling. So the generative AI help to provide proper personal to plan when producing and schedule content for a uniform generation. And coming to the SEO, optimization such as a content that is provided by AI through SEO will help to increase visibility on the web and then targeted traffic. So coming to the marketing and then say audience segmentation. So generative AI enable development of customized and completing material driven for better marketing approaches and had highlighting use in involvement. So this is a generative AI, for example, is beneficial in a research tech. A professional can easily obtain critical knowledge and guide them with their job. Okay. So this will be the very important. So what is the meaning of the what is the benefit of the generative AI in research assistant? So it is beneficial in a research that a professional can easily obtain critical knowledge and guide them with their job. Okay. And coming to the editing support, for the generative AI, helping is the process of editing. It could offer a recommendation regarding improvement, ultimately facilitating the final step in content refinement. The next is most important thing is time saving is very important in the industries when you are going for the like industries. So the notable benefit, this is one of the notable benefit that is take a short time in repetitive and time consuming environment. This process save time and allowing professional creation to concentrate the task that require human intelligence. Okay. So these are some of the benefits where the benefit of generating external account industries. Okay. So the main benefits like labor cost is very important, and then like time savings, and then some resources, and these are some of the very important very useful important benefits when you are going to use the generative AI in the industries. And the next we are going to see about the robotics, and then still now we are discuss about under the umbrella of AI, under the umbrella of AI, we have discussed the various concepts like what is machine learning and what is neural network and what is deep learning and what is generative AI. Okay, and the next is how the AI is going to relate with robotics. Okay, coming to that. So, what is in the robotics? Yeah, robotics is the term used in artificial intelligence that deal with the study of creating a intelligent and then efficient robot. Okay, so whenever you are going to use the concept of AI, so the robot is going to get the better, intelligent, and then efficient. Okay. And what are robots? That is the very important part. Okay. So the robot are multifunctional and reprogrammed automatic industrial machine designed for replacing human in hazardous tasks. So like the robot can be work as an automatic machine sweeper, and in space it can be used a machine removing mines in warfield, an automatic car for a child to play with it, and in military, etc. Okay. So like apart from this, and we are going for the real-time robot in agriculture, they are using and then autonomous car, and then right now autonomous car parking, like autonomous car. This is some of the example. Okay. And what is the objective of the main to robotic? So the aim of the robotic is to manipulate the objective by perceiving, moving, picking, modifying the physical object properties of the objects. Okay. And coming to what is in the robotics. Okay. So how the robotics we're going to work with the automation. So here also we can say that robot is a branch of AI. So it is mainly composed of electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, and then computer engineering for construction and designing. Okay. And some of the application of robots. Robot is science of building and designing application of robot. The main around designing a efficient robot. So the aspects of robot. So the robot have electrical component of providing power and control the machinery. So they have the mechanism, construction, shape or form needed to accomplish a particular task. It contains some type of computer program that determine what and when how a robot can do something. So this point will be the very important. Okay, it's containing some type of computer program that determine what and when and how a robot does something. Okay, so this only here only the this points only the AI is going to interrelate with the robotics. So coming to the AI in robotics. So with the invention of machine or computer, their capability to perform different tasks went on increasing exponentially. Humans have developed the power of computer system in terms of diverse work domain with increasing speed and reducing times with respect to the time. Okay. And coming to the artificial research area. Okay. So here really giving the overall AI research area. And here we are going to right now we are going to discuss the AI with robotics. And these are some of the AI research area. So the artificial is going to work on expert system, neural network, fuzzy logic, NLP, and then robotics. Okay. So why these points we are discussed here? So right now this system will be this system is going okay. So like AI is going to relate with the expert system, neural network, robotics, fuzzy logic, and then NLP. And coming to benefit of AI in robotics. So when you are going to use the AI concept in robotics, so what are the benefits we are going to get? Okay. So the first will be like enhanced capability, and then increased efficiency and productivity, and then improved safety. So the enhanced capability, nothing but complex task execution and improved learning and adaptation will be used here. And the next is like in the increase efficiency productivity, going the automation of the repetitive tasks, and this will be the very important automation of the repetitive tasks, and reduced error and improved accuracy, And the safety, and going for the improved safety, operation in hazardous environment, and enhance human robot collaboration. So this would be very important when you're going to use the AI concept. The safety is very important. Okay, when you're going for the mining point of view, so it'll be sometimes the collapse of mining, the human loss can be occur. So in there we can able to use the concept of robotics. So we can able to say the human like save the human life. In some countries they are using the military as a robot also. Okay, so this is the machine learning and robotics diagram is some example I given here. And coming to the next, we are going to see about the robotics. So robot have principally capitalized with their recoverable automated in task execution. So the progress of technology, the conversion of machine learning and robotic have unleashed two real and fundamental possibility. In machine learning algorithm equip robotic with the ability to acquire knowledge through experience, quickly adapt to evolving the environment, and make some other adjustment. Here we will delve in between form of machine learning and robotics, encompassing its application, advantage, hurdles, and promising aspect to hold for the future. And this general information we are given. So, like how the machine learning going to work with the robotics. Okay. So the machine learning is a instrumental augmented application of robot. Through the utilization of machine learning, a robot can effectively handle extensive data and combine with the surrounding and acquire knowledge from the interaction, thereby enhancing the performance. This empower robots to execute interactive tasks through dynamic environment and parameter seamless with the humans. So it's common information we are given here. And next we are going to see the application of machine learning in robotics. Okay, so the application of ML in robotics are always in the capability of functionality. Robot across various domains. Some notable application of ML in robotics include like industrial automation, healthcare robots, and then autonomous vehicle service robots. Okay, and coming to the industrial level, so how the machine learning is going to deal with the robot. So the ML enabled robot revolutioning the manufacturing industry. They can automate production process, perform repetitive tasks with precision, and adapt to various in the production line. ML algorithm enabled robot to detect anomalies, predict maintenance need, and enhance overall productivity. Okay. Then coming to the healthcare robot, healthcare robotics, ML is transforming the healthcare sector by enabling robot to assist surgeries, provide regular support, and deliver personalized care. Okay, so the best example I can go for in COVID time, you can in some countries they use the robot for sanitation. Okay, so this is the best example you can show for healthcare robotics. Even in some country also I have seen some hospital I can able to view that some robotics still now they are having the sanitation part. So the robot is automatic robot. So directly it will be it will be like vaporizing what is it? Some warm water with like sanitation. Even some big hospital I can able to see that. So it will not it will be having some motion sensor that will not be getting collide also. Next, you can go for autonomous vehicle. So, like ML algorithm are at the core of self-driving car and autonomous drones. So, this algorithm process sensor data and analyze road condition and make real-time decision for safe navigation. And the ML enable vehicle to learn from human driving pattern, adapt to different environment and enhance road safety. Okay. Yeah, this will be the very important. So autonomous vehicles. So in agriculture sector, some drones are using, and going for autonomous car also, they are using the concept of machine learning and robotic. And coming to the service robotic, and ML is a driving advanced service robot that assists in various tasks, such as household chore and elder care, and then customer service. These robots can understand natural language, recognize objects and faces, and adapt to individual performance. ML algorithm enable to service robot to learn from user interaction and personalization and provide intelligent assistant. Okay. So based on the feedback experience, you can this robot is going to work. And coming to benefit of machine learning and robotic, so the introduction of ML into robotic bring a range of benefit, enhancing the capability and performance of robot in various ways. Some key benefit in ML and robotics are the some of the key benefit like adaptability and then efficiency, safety, and then precision. Okay, and these are some of the benefits. Just 1 minute. So these are some of the benefit of machine learning and robotic. So the first the adaptability. So the ML enabled robot to adapt the enhanced environment and handle unforced recommendation. They can learn from experience, detect pattern, and make adjustment to optimize the performance. So the next is efficiency. So the ML algorithm empower robot to acquire different strategy for task execution, enabling them to optimize energy utilization, reduce wastage, and enhance overall operation efficiency. So the next will be the safety. So the ML allows a robot safety by enabling them to detect avoid obstacle, predict potential risk, and make real-time decision to ensure the safety of human and the robot itself, and precision next to the precision. So the ML algorithm enable robots to perform tasks with high precision and accuracy. They can learn data and improve their motor skill and execute delicate operation. And apart from this, there will be so many benefits when you are going to use the machine and console in robotics. And these four will be the very important benefit. They will be having a lot of benefits when you are going to use the AI and ML content in robotics. And some of the important benefits I have been discussed here, like that is adaptability, efficiency, safety, and then precision. Okay. And coming to the challenges, okay, when you are going to use the you're going to use the concept of machine learning in challenges, and the main challenges are the integration, data limitation, generalization, real-time decision making, and an ethical consideration. So this all when you are going to all these the real-time four challenges that we have mentioned here. And you are going to use the integration of machine learning and robotics, a range of benefits, enhancing the capability, performance, or running various way. Some key benefit using machine learning and robotics. Okay, so challenges also we have data limitation. So the ML algorithm require a large amount of high quality data to learn efficiently, and acquiring a labeled such data for robotic application can be challenging and time consuming. Data is very important. Okay, so the next generation ML model trained in specific environment may struggle to generate new decision. So robot need to learn from diverse data set and adapt to various scenario to ensure robot performance. So real-time decision making, robot often operate a dynamic environment where real-time decision making is crucial. So the ML algorithm need to efficient and capable of making quick decision to ensure safe and efficient robot behavior. And the next will be the ethical consideration. This will be very important. Okay, as the robot became more autonomous and interact closely with the human, the ethical consideration can arise wherever it is absolutely it can occur. So the ML algorithm should be designed to ensure fairness, transparency, and accountability in robot decision making process. Okay, so these are some of the main challenges. The first you have to consider data limitation has to be considered very important, and then generalization. This also be considered when you are going to interact the machine learning and robotic. And the main thing is real time decision making. So how we are going to interact the real time decision making process when you are going to use the machine learning and AI concept in the robotics, and coming to the ethical consideration. So this will be the very important when you are going to use ethical consideration. Okay. So this 4 point has been considered when you are going to use the AI or ML concept in the robotic. There is the data limitation, generalization, real-time decision making process, and everything. And apart from this, so many problems are there when you are going to having we are going to face some challenges in machine learning. So here also with some some benefit and challenges what we are using, so because we are working on robotics control. So these benefits we are given when you are going to use the AI and machine learning concept robotics. Some of the benefit like adaptability, efficiency, safety, and precision. And you are going for some of the challenges, we can say the data limitation, generalization, real-time decision making, and then ethical consideration. Okay. And coming to future of machine learning and robotics, so like the incorporation of machine learning and robotic person vast of possibilities. With the progress of technology, the robot will evolve into more technology entity adapted to learning from limited data and adjusting to novel circumstances. So the realization of collaborative robotic where human and robot seamlessly collaborate will become feasible. ML will empower robots to complement human interaction, hands with requirement, and then offer customization. So these are the future of machine learning and robotics. Okay, and coming to the what are different types of robots. So the first we are going to see about the mobile robot. So the what is a mobile robot? So the mobile robot are able to move from one location to another location using locomotion. So it is an automatic machine that is capable of navigating an uncontrolled environment without any requirement of physical and electrochemical guidance devices. Mobile robot two types. So the rolling robot will be there. Okay. So this is the diagram I have given. This is the exact of rolling robot. Okay. So the rolling robot are require wheel to move around. They can easily and quickly search, but they are very only used in flat areas. Like in so this is a in mobile robot, a rolling robot will be there, and another is watching robot. Okay, so the main advantage is it can be used in flat. And the disadvantage is, for example, a real time example, I can able to say that you could take the agriculture farmland. Okay, agriculture land or some roads will be there. So the road has to be flat. Then only the robot can able to move. So in that case, since the road is not in the proper condition, or so like the agriculture land also not in the proper condition, the robot cannot able to move. So this is the main drawback of this robot. Okay, so and they can use in some flat area. Okay, and the next is watching robot. The robot with the leg are usually used in condition where the terrain is logging. The most watching have at least four leg. Okay, so this is this you can able to see the diagram. This is a rolling robot, and this is the watching. So for image I have given here. Okay. They are marching robot. So this type of robot you can use for some hard surface also sometimes. Okay. So the hard surface, but when you're going to use in the hard surface, um, some problems can also occur using this robot also. So like next coming to the industrial robot. So the industrial robot performs some tasks repeatedly without error ever moving. These robots are working in industry in which where there's a requirement for performing dull and repeated tasks usual for robot. An industrial robot never tired. It will perform their work day and night without any even after okay. So example of industrial robot, how is the like some example we are given. Okay. Even I was some robot in some industries in mechanic industries. Okay. So this robot is never timing. There is will be continuously working, so it will not be getting tired. Okay. So day and night it will be working. And the next will be the autonomous robot. So the autonomous robot are self-supported. They use a program that provide them the option to design the action to perform depending on the surrounding. Using artificial intelligence, this robot often learn new behavior. They start with a short routine and adapt their routine to become more sustained task they perform. Then the most successful routine will be repeated. Okay. So like the type of robot we are given here. Okay. This is one of the type of automatic control robot. So the remote control robot. Okay. So clear that. So we have mentioned four type of robot. So the first is mobile robot. So in the mobile robot, we are seeing about the rolling robot and then four walk leg robot, rolling robot, and here will be the watching robot. Okay, and the next is industrial robot. Okay, so like it will look like a hand. So the industrial robot, and the next is autonomous robot. You can say automatic robot using a football. Okay, so the next is like remote control robot. So in the remote control robot used for performing a complicated and undetermined task, the autonomous robot cannot perform due to uncertainty of operation. So the complicated tasks are best performed by a human being with a real brain power. Therefore, a person can guide a robot by using a remote. Using a remote control operation, human eye perform dangerous tasks without being smart the task one. So these are some of the robot types of robot. Okay. And coming to how do robot and automation work together. So this will be the very important points. Okay. So like the answer is simple. So the artificial intelligence robot or AI robot give a robot a computer vision to navigate, sense, and calculate the reaction accordingly. The AI robot learn to perform their task from human through machine learning, which is a part of computer program and AI. Since this time, self-driving car coined the term AI in 1956, it has created a lot of sensation. Okay, so this is because an AI robot has the power to give life to robot and empower them to make decision on their own. Depending on the use and task, the robot has to perform different type of AI. Okay, used. So here, right now, we know that what is in the robot and how the robot is going to interact with the AI and ML. And here we'll be discussing about some of the case study in robot. AI and robotics. Okay. So the AI and robotics give company new opportunity to increase the productivity, make work safer, and save people valuable time. Okay. So when you are going to use the uh, like AI constant robotics, you can able to increase the productivity and then some works getting smarter and then save the people life also. The save people like for some mining or you can able to see that. Okay. So, like some of the case study we have seen that wherever the AI and robotics. So, deep event system for logistic. So, in June 12, for logistic, whereas any coming important countries in growing market, since the volume increases over by year, their need of automation is bigger than ever. These are some of the so deep vision system and logistics. Okay. So, some of the deep vision you can say a computer vision system, whatever say the deep vision system or computer for logistic because they're used here. And the next is intelligent robot for commercial laundries. So in May 9, 2018, in the industrial laundry sector, automation was made it possible to process up 1,000 tons of textile per day. So almost entire without human intervention. However, until certainly loading towel or bed sheet into laundry folding machine that will here generating a manual tax. Okay. So this in how the AI and robotics like intelligent robot for commercial laundry. This will be like and deep system for logistic. And next example like case study intelligent robotic for commercial laundries. So like this AI-based object position estimation. Okay, this is very important. So in November 10th, 2021, the handling tasks are one of the most important typical tasks to be a robot. So far, the programming setup costs are still quite high NOth oil for low mix, high volume LMHE productions, AI based observation estimation. So the next is automated pick and pack parallelization. So in June 7, 2000, manual end of line patching operation in a warehouse involved challenges is labor shortage and then a longer idle time, slower pick speed, and resulting in conveyance stoppage and order patching. This is some of the case study. Okay, automated pick and pack application. So the next is just one minute. So now we have discussed about the how the AI is going into robotics. We can say industry 4.0. So right now the case some of the case study which is has been associated with the automotive, that is a industry automotive sector. Okay, and coming to the life sector, you can say it's a life agriculture, it's a life sector, and the most important case study is agriculture. Okay, so the agriculture sector utilizes modern technology to increase process efficiency and increase crop yield. And AI in agriculture help farmer to understand weather condition and advise them on using fertilizer, water, and then time to harvest. And furthermore, robo have helped farmer automated manual labor, improving efficiency and saving time. Let's look on some common use of AI and robot in agriculture. And then here we discuss about, okay, so like when I've gone through some internet, some most interesting facts on AI robotics in agriculture. When you're going to see some rural countries, they are using some like a smart tractor also they are using. So in this when they are in this smart tractor, they're having all input features. When they're based on they are going to predict the weather condition, and then all data they can able going to monitor from the remote location. Okay, so coming to the agriculture sector, and the main impact you see, you are going to use the like AI concept robotics. We can say this is sustainable agriculture. We can able to increase the crop yield. Why is that? So most of the agriculture lands they are having the problem with the natural and then artificial you can see a natural disaster as is the artificial selection. So because of the diseases or pest, the crop has been getting affected. Apart from this, over rainfall and over sunlight, also the crop is getting affected. So that so due to some main so many reasons, the farmers are getting less production as is the less income. So to overcome this issue, you can able to use the AI concept in agriculture. When you are going to use the AI sector in the agriculture is going to get the automotive. So using the concept of AI, you can able to increase the agriculture production as well as when you are going to increase the agriculture production, the GDP of the country, GDP of the country also going to get a increase. Okay, when you are going to use the AI concept in agriculture, this is going to get the like a digitization of the agriculture, precision agriculture is going to happen. So that the using the AI concepts and the farmer is going to get the lot of benefit. The field will be getting when you are going to use the AI concept, the field is going to get these smarter concepts. So we can able to say that the farmer can able to easily monitor from the remote location when the water has to be uh, water has to be put to the farm field, and when the harvesting has to be done, and how the disease can be avoided and how the pest can be avoided. This all thing can be monitored from the farmer remote place. They can using the a mobile phone or like a simple system. They can able to monitor the crop when you are going to use the concept of AI and ML concept, AI robot in agriculture. Okay. So finally, conclusion. So the AI and robotics have automated several industry using industry grade robot combined with artificial intelligence. So the AI has revolutionized this industry by shifting complex and resource intensive and leverages track to machine that can operate for large hour and with high precision. So the intelligent robot have entered the manufacturing, health sector, and aerospace industries. They are trained using machine learning to perform tasks like automatic assembling, powering self-driven car, quality inspection, and medical assistance. These robots perform tasks quicker and more efficiently than humans and can be deployed in dangerous locations. And the final conclusion, with the advancement in AI technology and the potential benefit of using robots are expanding. Despite the concern about employment, the advantage offered by intelligent robot revolutionized many industries and improved life in countless ways. So this is the best when you are going to use the AI technology in wherever the in agriculture side or in like industry side. So like the most important thing is we can able to take the time consumption and then labor cost and then increase the productivity. That will be the main important thing is there when you are going to use the AI concepts. So thank you. Any questions, ma'am? Ma'am, any questions?
Hello, if we have no questions, shall we wind up the session, sir? Thank you so much for your session, sir. Thank you so much. And thank you, all the participants, for joining. We'll send the feedback link to your mail. Thank you. Thank you, sir.